Hello BookTube, this is Becky from Becky Writes, this is Becky Reads, and this is a 12 Days of Christmas vlog. The 12 Days of Christmas run from December 25th until Epiphany, which is January 6th, so I am bringing you a daily vlog. This daily vlog is on books that I've abandoned. Now, as you might guess, I am exhausted. I traveled for 18 hours yesterday, so today's video is definitely a no makeup, barely done anything with my hair kind of vlog. But, you know, these are books I've abandoned, and so I sort of look like I've abandoned myself. It kind of works out, right? The first book that I abandoned this year was Stardust. This is by Phoebe North. Now, this is a sequel to a novel called StarBreak, which I absolutely loved. It's a sci-fi futuristic world in which basically planet Earth is being destroyed and there's a spaceship hurling through space to colonize a new planet, and the whole culture of the spaceship is based on Judaism, which was just so inventive. It was fantastic. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. This is the sequel, and I just didn't get into it. I didn't mean to abandon it. I didn't intentionally DNF it, it just didn't work for me. So, yeah, this is where they land on the planet and they meet the alien life there, and it's, I mean, if you're someone who knows the Bible, it's kind of like when the Israelites get to the Promised Land and the Promised Land actually has people in it. What do you do? That kind of dilemma. But I just didn't, I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood for sci-fi by the time I picked this up, so I abandoned this book. My second abandoned book was Gilead by Marilyn. I didn't mean to abandon it, but man, this book is so slow. This book is so slow. On a sentence-by-sentence level, this book is beautiful. The writing is fantastic. It won a Pulitzer Prize for a reason, but it is like so slow and so boring and like nothing happens, and it's just, maybe it's because I've been reading so much YA and YA is so plot-driven usually. This has no plot. There is nothing that happens. There's like zero action. It's really just the meditative thoughts of a guy. And it's beautiful, and I'm a Christian, and this guy's a Christian pastor, so like on that level I connect, but like there is nothing going on. So I've abandoned it. I do intend to finish it at some point, so I don't feel like it's a DNF. Like I didn't intentionally just say I'm not going to finish this, but yeah, I've abandoned this book. Okay, the next book that I abandoned was The Book of Speculation by Erika Swyler. Again, I didn't mean to abandon this book. I actually enjoyed the first couple of chapters. I think I'm about 35 pages in, and I liked it. I did. It's interesting, but it's slow. And when you've been reading a lot of YA, and I was using this as a break between some YA books, the pacing of adult novels usually to YA is much slower, and this was no exception. This is much slower. It's much more thoughtful. I liked it. I did. This is a book about books. It's my kind of thing. It's a book about books, and a book that arrives at a guy's house, and it basically has all these prophecies about how women in his family are going to die, and it kind of is pretty similar to the way his mom died. She died from drowning, and now there's a prophecy that may mean his sister dies from drowning, so it's interesting, and it's a book about books, and I love books, but yeah, I abandoned it. And the final book that I abandoned was my only legit 100% DNF of the year, and that was Fallen Kingdoms by Rhodes. I just thought this was terrible. I know that this is popular on BookTube. I know that some of you are going to be like, oh, Brecky, how can you hate this book? It's just not good. On a sentence-by-sentence level, it's just poorly written. The concept might be good, but I couldn't get past the first 100 pages. The writing was just atrocious. Atrocious! So I abandoned it after 100 pages. I was reading this with a read-along with my friend Caitlin and the wonderful Denise from Denise Marie, and all three of us abandoned this book. All three of us jumped ship because we thought it was terrible. It's true. So yeah, this was my only legit like DNF. I'm not doing it. I give up kind of book of the year. So, but the rest of them were just unintentional abandoned books. Comment down below, let me know if you guys have abandoned books, and if you like intentionally decide to abandon books, or if you just sort of gravitate towards other books and all of a sudden you've abandoned a book and you didn't even realize it. I'm curious about if other people do the sort of unintentional, oh yeah, I meant to finish that and it's been like 6 months, abandoning, because that's totally what happened to me. Hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!